Welcome to Selenium WebDriver Training Session 15. This is Haradhan once again as usual. Today I will discuss about how we can get the text from a tooltips with the help of title attribute as well as with the help of moveToElement method. So what is tooltip? Tooltip is a text that appears when a mouse hovers over an object. An object can be a link, can be an image, button or a text area in any web page. The text often gives more information about the object on which it appears. Right? You already see some of the page. Right? There is some link, Facebook, right? LinkedIn, Git, GitHub, like that. If you mouse over that particular element, so it will give you the more information or URL of the particular page. So that is called tooltips. Okay, some text will be available. Okay, in the tooltips. Tooltip are displayed automatically when user mouse over the pointer over an object. And in case if you remove the mouse from the particular area, it will not bring this. I mean, or if you remove the control or the tooltip is timeout, so the text will not be displayed. The tooltips were traditionally implemented as title attribute to an element. The value of this attribute was shown as tooltip on mouse over. Okay, this is the static text, so it will not change, giving information of the element with no styling. So as is a static text, so obviously you can get the text any point of time. It will not vary. Okay. Accessing or verifying the static tooltips which are implemented using the HTML title attribute. In case for a particular tooltip title attribute is there, user can simply use the get attribute, when within the bracket you need to use the title method for the web element. The return value of this method, which is the tooltip text, it can be compared with the expected value for the verification. So I will show you the simple example how the tooltips here. Here I open if you open the particular site, you can see there is a right text box, your age, and if you mouse over on that text box, you can see like some text is getting displayed. Right? We ask for your age only for sophisticated purpose. If you remove the mouse, it will not be displayed. So you have to mouse over on the exact text area at any point. So your pointer should be within the text area only. If you your age, will mouse over, so it will not be displayed. Okay, you have to your mouse pointer should be within the text area only. Then you can see you can easily get that text, right? It will be displayed if you place your key on the text field. Okay, so I already created a class verify tooltips where I already passing the details for initiating the Chrome browsers. I am maximizing the window. Once it is done, then I am passing the particular URL, right? So before I want to verify the text, I want to first identify the object, element, right? The particular text element. How can I do that? We need to press the F12 button from the keyboard. Then we need to move the inspect element to that particular text box. Then you can see, right? Here title is getting displayed. That means the tooltips have some titles and we can easily verify the title. Let's store the title first in any of the string variable. Expected title equal to, and I am just okay, I am pasting it and I am ending with colon. Then I need to create a web element, right? For that particular text box. Here age tooltips. I am giving the name as age tool equal to driver dot find element by dot. You can see ID is there, right? So I can easily identify the element using the ID by dot ID, and you need to pass the ID dot ID, and I need to simply pass the ID and I need to close it, right? Then here I will create another variable, right, to get the text of the tooltips string actual title. Actual title I am giving the variable name equal to it we need to give the object reference for the web element. Then dot get attribute, and the attribute is class. We need to provide the title, right? And we need to close it. So, right, after that, if you want to print it, you can print it, the actual title. Okay, and then if you want to verify your actual titles is matching with the expected title, you can verify it. If your actual titles dot matches with the expected title, right? I am providing here the expected title. If it is exactly matching with the expected titles, then what will happen? YSO, I want to give the tool age field tool if validation is passed, right? I want to give that particular message, so it will display. Or else, in case it is not matching, so age field tooltip validation is failed. Okay, now let's understand the code. Okay, so I am passing the URLs, then right, and here the title already displayed, right? So I am storing the titles, right? That particular title we ask for your age only for statistical purpose. That particular title, right? I am storing it in the string variable. The variable name is expected title, and then I am identify the particular element text box, right, with the help of age ID, right? Then I am getting the actual title. So I am using the reference variables for that element, then get attribute and title, right? Then I am also printing out the title, and after that I am verifying the actual titles. In case it is matching with the expected titles, so what will be displayed? Age field tooltip validation is passed. That means it is matching, or else it is failed. It is not matching, right? So let's run the line of code and let's see what is the, whether it is working and whether the expected thing is matching with the actual thing. So it will launch the Chrome browsers, and then it will open the URL demoqa.com tooltips. Then it will click, identify the element, right, the text box. Then it will store the tooltips and it will match with the expected one, and also it will display the actual one, right? Here you can see the my output SYSO actual title is coming, right? We ask for your age only for statistical purpose. Okay, and age field tooltip validation is failed. Why it is getting failed? We ask for age only purpose. Maybe some dot problem happens. Okay, let's remove this thing, and let's, instead of expected title, just copy this thing simply. So here expected title, it will already declared a string. You need to remove that particular colon, so it will work. Because whenever you are mentioning again with the double quote, right? So it will not take the particular variable. Instead of that, it will try to match with the expected title that particular word. Okay, you need to remove it. If you remove it, you can see it will work. Okay, whenever you are providing with the double quote, so it will exactly try to match with that word expected title. It will not reference, right? You can see reference variable right now it is highlighting. If you double quote it, so that particular expect title is not referencing that particular variable, right? So you need to remove it. Okay, so if you run it again, you can see, so I mean validation is failed is correctly working, right? Because previously it was expected title the particular value, and the correct one is we ask for your statistical purpose, that is coming, so it is failing. Now run it again, let's see whether it is passing or not. It will launch the Chrome browsers, it will pass the URL, and it will get the tooltips, and it will try to match with the expected one. And also it will display the actual tooltips. So it is verifying, and let's see the consoles. You can see using the SYSO method, actual tooltips is coming, right? We ask for your age only for statistical purposes. Also, we are giving the expected title. Now we want to check with the actual the expected one. You can see it's coming. Each field tooltips validation is passed, right? It is matching. Okay. So that's why you can, right, in case any title is there. Okay. In the tooltips, you can match it with. Okay. Now I will show you. Let's comment it out the line of code. I will show you another examples where you need to use the action class and move to element method. This is the another URL, right? You can see if you mouse over here, right, some text is being displayed, right, and that particular text you can, right, highlight it, right, and for here, for that URL, whatever text was coming, right, you are not able to take this text. Okay, you are not able to get the properties. Okay, for this text you can see you are not able to select that particular text. Okay, but here in the URL, if you mouse over it, you can see you can highlight the text. Okay, that means particular text also you can get it. Okay, so let's change the URL here first in your code. Okay, then create a web element using the reference, and here web element name I am giving as same name, I can give it, no issue. Age tooltip 1 I am giving. Okay, and here I need to first identify the web element. So how can you do it? You need to simply press F12 button. You need to identify the web element, right? You can see ID is tooltip demo. Using that particular ID, I can get the web element, right? I can create the web, I mean identify the web element, right? Once the web element identification is done, you need to use the actions class available in Selenium jar file. I am giving the reference of the action class is action equal to new actions. You need to provide the driver of the web driver, driver object or instance of the web driver, right? Then you can see some error message is coming. You need to import the actions class from org.openq.selenium interactions. Once it is done, error message will gone. Then you need to use the actions object or instance. Then you need to use the move to element method. Move to element, right? And here you need to give the element reference, right? Which text box you want to click, so that reference you need to provide it. Okay. After that, you need to use the method build, right, in the action class. Then dot perform. Okay. So once you use that particular method, I mean what will be the impactance of this particular syntax, right? You identify the element, then you are creating action class, then using the actions particular object or instance, you are moving the element and you are building perform. That means you are clicking on that particular text box, whatever is there, right? So I am able to click here. After the clicking, right, you can see some text will come, right? So that particular text I need to store it as a web element, right? So select the that particular text and click on the inspect, right click and click on the inspect. Okay, so here you can see that particular one class is coming, right? So you need to create a XPath using the particular class. So what is the syntax for creating the XPath? Press Ctrl F. Then whenever there is a class, you need to simply press dot and the class name, right? Okay, you can see that is getting highlighted, right? So that's why you can create the CSS selector. So I'm creating the CSS selector. So whenever there is a class, we need to simply use, right, the dot keyword and the class name. That's why you can create XPath. So I will create another web element, edge tooltip text, and here I am providing the class reference, sorry, CSS reference by dot CSS selector, and here I am passing the CSS selector whatever I have created for that particular text, whatever is being displayed. So once this is done, driver dot find element dot CSS selector I am passing it. Some error message is throwing, some syntax error. I need to complete with another bracket. So you can see the message gone, right? Then you need to create a string variables with the data type of string. For variable name, I am giving the edge tooltip text value equal to that particular object reference dot get text, right? Okay, you need to close with double quote. Then you can print it out. I want to print that particular value, right? So I am again telling you the importance of the codes whatever I have written so far. I am opening the particular site where, right, if you click on that mouse over on that element, you can see some text is coming, which text I am able to select it, and I am able to also get the reference of the text, right, in the deep tag. Okay, because here you can see the tag is deep tag is available, right? Okay, so under the deep tag another span class is available. So parent is like the class is tooltip and id is demo, under which there is another tag is available span. So that means that is the text is coming, right? So I am able to select the text. So that is the reason I need to create another element. So first I am creating the element for the text box. I am creating the another element for the particular text whatever is coming on the tooltips, right? And I am using a action class where I am creating the object actions object or difference, right? Then using that particular action I am moving to the element, right, and build perform. That means I am clicking on that element. After that I am just taking, after once the clicking is successful, I am taking the right text with the reference of that particular element, then I am printing it out. So that is the thing I have written also here. First I need how to handle tooltips in Selenium in case we are able to, right, find the element for the text present, right, in the tooltips. We need to create an object or instance of the action class. Okay, we need to find the element and we need to store the element. Then using the action class we need to use the moveToElement method, right? Then we need to get the text, and after that we can use the particular text. text, right? We need to, as a string variable, you need to store it, get text, and then the particular string I can use it as and when required. Okay. Now let's run the code and let's see whether it is working fine or not. So it will open that particular URL. Then it will try to identify the element, the text box. Then it will click on that text box. Okay. After that, it will get the text. After the clicking on the text box is done, whatever text will display, it will identify it and it will store in the string variable and it will print it out. Right? You can see the text is ask for your age only for statistical purposes. You can see the output is coming, right? We ask for your age only for statistical purposes, right? So that is the text. Okay, so it is working fine. Using the actions class and using the moveToElement method, we also able to get the text of the mouse tooltips, right? And if you want to validate whether it is coming with the expected one, let's copy it and let's enter, use a loop, if here particular variables dot matches or dot matches, yes, exactly matches with the particular word. You need to just pass the argument. Okay, exactly you need to give the particular text, otherwise it will not work. Then you simply just use that particular loop we already created. Okay, if whatever is being displayed, the text value is matching with that particular word, right? It will pass it and either it will fail it. So let's run it again and let's see whether my test case is getting passed or not. It will launch the browser. After that, it will pass the URL and then it will identify the text box. You will click on the text box. Then after clicking it, whatever you can see, after clicking it, its text is being displayed. It will find the text. I mean, find the element of the text. It will get the text. It will print it and it will try to validate with the whatever we have given, that matching or what. In case it is matching exactly, okay. So that is the difference between the title and the particular actions class. In the title, you only can get the titles, right? But that will not be displayed because here, if you mouse over here, that text is fixed and it is constantly displayed. But here, you need to mouse over, otherwise it is not being displayed, right? That is the basic difference. So it will get the text and it will print the text and it will validate whether the text is matching or not. So it is printing the text and you can see if that particular is matching with that particular word. So age fill tooltip validation is passed. So my test case is getting passed, right? So that is the two different way you can validate your tooltips. You can get the text and you can get the using the get title attribute or with the help of action class and move to element method. Okay, so that's all for about tooltips in Selenium WebDriver. Thank you all for watching my videos. In case you are enjoying my videos and learning automation testing in Java, please like and share my videos. Do not forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notification as and when I will upload any new videos. Do not forget to provide your valuable comment, any input or suggestion. Stay tuned for my next video.